Don't do it. Yo, salute to everybody. We are here. We are back. Let's get it.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building, man. You guys know what time it is. We are back. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphic and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphic Show, whichever way you like to slice it. My dog.
My brother, salute to you and salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, make sure you pay your bar tabs over at Wasted channel. Hit that subscribe button also if you're not subscribed. Wipe them feet over here at OLV Raiders Network and make sure you hit that sub. We are almost to 30,000, you guys. I know I've been saying that for a while now, but I think we're roughly around a little bit over 300. So if we can get those subs up, get us closer to that 30,000 goal. We're going to do a giveaway, some dirty 30, some Stu stuff, some Jalen Richard stuff.
Yeah,
so
man.
look forward to run those numbers up. How we feeling, bro?
Man, jet lag, but we cool. We're good,
Welcome back home to Jersey. I know you were out there in the A, my second home, West Coast up, A-Town down. I know you were out there, man. You was snowstorm kind of had you. How you feeling back home, bro?
Man, I feel pretty damn terrific, bro. I feel pretty good, man. I'm just glad to be back in the Wasted Talent Studios. I am so hyped to be home, man, because look, man, the stuff that we got to talk about, bro, it just can't wait to 6:15, bro.
Factory, and this is kind of our Graph and Wasted the Graph coffee and combo edition. Our brother is on vacation right now, so it's great that we get a show in early in the day. As always, we appreciate you guys so much for rocking with us. Green Dot Gang, Get Off My Lawn Gang is heavy in the building. So to you guys, as always, if you guys want to become members, hit the links, the pinned up top. A lot to discuss today. There was some breaking news today. Salute to our guy, Ryan McFadden over at ESPN. Tweeted this a little earlier. Kubiak said Raiders will have a 3-4 base defense under defensive coordinator Rob Leonard. Went on to also say, I think Robbie can be very multiple with his fronts. Coming from working with Mike McDonald in Baltimore, working in Miami with Brian Flores, he's got a lot of really impressive influences. Also, we can bring up, Patrick Graham as well, where they ran the 4-3. So how we feeling right now, man? We're going to run an odd front. It feels like it's been since the Warren Sapp days, potentially. I know those Super Bowl runs back in the 70s and 80s, we were primarily a 3-4 base defense. Yeah. But we haven't really ran one since the Warren Sapp days when we had one of the top defenses with Stu in the building, but just couldn't get the offense together. How you feeling about this 3-4 defense talk?
I mean, listen, 3-4 defense is a great defense, right? Like for me though, for you to run it, you got to have the players. No. You can't scheme your way out of not having the guys when you got a 3-4, right?
Agreed.
You got to have those linebackers because the premium position really is the linebacker. Mm-hmm. That's the premium position in that position. You have your outside linebackers playing with a 2-point stance as opposed to putting their hand on the ground. And there are not a lot of guys that can generate pressure, and stand up and also have to drop back into coverage from time to time, right? Yeah. So it's really like if you can perfect the 3-4 defense and you got the freaking the personnel for it, it's terrific. You can generate a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah. I mean, you think Max Crosby is willing to get his Von Miller on?
Hey, he's gonna have to, right? He's going to have to. I don't necessarily – I haven't really seen how effective Max can be, turning his hips and dropping back into coverage, right? Uh-huh. But for the most part, they're going to have Max, rushing all the time. I mean, with a 3-4 front, you need that size and that length up in the front, that like kind of big fella up in the front, that Haloti Nada kind of guy, that Vea kind of guy. You need that space stuffer, right? Yeah. Because you need that guy to free up the inside linebackers so they can play the run. And then it also frees those guys to be able to rush on the outside, man. So
this would have been a great time to have Christian Wilkins in the building if he wasn't such a freak.
No.
But we got JJ Pegues. We just drafted him last season. He will work effectively as a nose, in this 3-4 front. Also, potentially bring back Andrew Billings. I would bring him back. He's a free agent. There's some other names.
Never let him go. Should have never let him go.
I know,
Should've
right?
never let him go. And Grab, the only thing about Pegues is you want your defensive tackle to be between like 330, 340, 350, you want him to be one of them guys.
Yeah.
Pegues is probably about 310. He's going to have to beef up if he's going to be the only defensive tackle up in the front, bro. I'm going to be real with you. I don't necessarily know like his skill set and how he has that low center of gravity. How big is Pegues? Like 6'2"?
I was just looking. He's 6'2" for sure. But
So
he is well over 300 pounds, though. He is 325.
So if he's 325, then good, man. I know when he came out of college, he was around like 310, 325. So if he could get and eat a couple more sandwiches, go, get a little lasagna, some hog mogs, some chitlins, something like that, some green beans, whatever.
Well, also add another body. I mean, look, we met with Lee Hunter at the combine today. We all know who he is, the Texas Tech standout, 6'4", 325. Last season had 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 16 solo tackles. I mean, this is a guy that gets to the quarterback here and there, but also plays the run very, very effectively. This would be the perfect nose tackle to put in place with this 3-4 defense. I think there's a reason why they met up with him, right? I mean, they're going to meet up with several players, but this is definitely a fit, with this new defense that Robbo's going to be running out there in Vegas.
Yeah, man. I mean, definitely. You need that zero tech.
Yeah,
that's what you need, man. You need that zero tech, that true nose tackle if you're going to be running, a 3-4 front. Now you got a lot of different fronts that you can run out of the 3-4, and I think it leaves the Raiders in a situation where they're going to have to put a premium on going out there and go getting a Devin Lloyd. Like before, yes. I thought it was a pipe dream to go get Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean. Yes. But they're going to have to go get a guy like that. If they plan on putting any resistance out there, they're going to have to go get these guys.
Nakobe Dean has been very effective in the 3-4 defense at inside linebackers. So that is definitely a player to bring in. Once again, we talked about his connection with our new linebackers coach. That makes a ton of sense. He is a very versatile guy. He can blitz, he can cover, he can stop the run. This is a guy, if he can stay healthy, this would be the perfect addition in free agency. And you also mentioned Devin Lloyd, who was the big fish in free agency at the linebacker position. He has played in both systems, you know what I mean? So Jacksonville, I think they ran a 4-3, but they did have more of a hybrid. They had some hybrid looks here and there. And this is a guy that's a 3-down linebacker that can look really good. He can line back, he can all over the place in the box. He can line up in the slot. He can be on the defensive line. I think that Devin Lloyd would thrive in this 3-4 with Robbo calling the defense.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is, too, you got to make sure that you have a big linebacker, right? And it depends on where you're going to put him, right?
Yeah.
So, because like if you're running that old 2-gap 3-4, you need your 2 linebackers that have that size to get downhill and fill an A and a B gap. Yeah. You're going to need that, right? And then they're going to have to be stout against the run. He is the kind of linebacker you need. He's a perfect 3-4 linebacker, man.
And he's coming over from a defense right now, Wasted, that literally was the best football team against the run last year in Jacksonville. And again, they have been historically a 4-3 team, but they did have some different looks out there on the defensive side of the football. I think Devin Lloyd or Nakobe Dean would both be perfect fits. But some breaking news here, you guys. It looks as though the Raiders will be running a 3-4 defense. Now, this does not mean that they won't have some 4-3 looks here and there. You know what I mean? Again, this guy has learned under several different schemes, right? I mean, again, we talked about Mike McDonald. We talked about, Flores. We've also spoken about Patrick Graham, who ran a 4-3 defense here in Vegas, but also provided some different looks here and there. This is going to be a fun defense. Again, we're going to need to load up on linebackers, Wasted. And this is the perfect time to do it because there's some big name guys. We didn't talk about, Quay Walker as well out there in Green Bay. There's several guys that you can bring in through free agency and then just go stockpile, some more talent in this draft class, i.e. Jacob Rodriguez and some of those other guys potentially that will be available to us. So this is going to be an interesting, if they're going to go 3-4, if that's going to be the base, which they're putting it out there, they're going to have to load up an entirely new defense here.
Yeah, they are. I mean, listen, they have a guy in the building that I know you're going to disagree, but you might want to keep a Devin White in the building and put him as the weak side linebacker. Have him like get downhill because he's a willing, sure tackler. He's physical. You know what I mean? He's kind of one of those guys for a depth purposes. You would want to keep him if you could keep him on the kind of deal he was on last year. I know he's going to be looking to really cash out. If he's looking to cash out, you let him walk.
Yeah.
But you're not going to be able to go out there and just fill his linebacker room in with just rookies and free agents. I don't think so, right?
Well, his market value is nothing. I mean, yeah, he'll try to capitalize on whatever he did last year. I mean, Spot Track has him at pretty much $3 million, 2.8 on a 1-year deal. So I don't know if he sticks around. Again, he could be. I mean, I'm not a Devin White guy. I think you should let him walk. But if you can get him at 2.8, I mean, really ain't. It's nothing, right? You're paying him nothing to stick around. You paid him nothing last year.
Yeah,
so,
I think this will highlight his skill set, though.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it will highlight his skill set. You know, look, he has inconsistencies in coverage. He's pretty much a guy that gets picked on in coverage.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes his tackling, even though he's a short tackler, he misses tackles a lot of times going up high. Yeah. But his athleticism and the fact that he's still a young guy. What is he, 27, 28 years old?
Yeah, he's still
he's still fairly young. If you can get him cheap, he's good depth to keep in the locker room. He's not a guy that you bring him in and you just say, forget about it. You know, we got Devin White at the wheel or something like that. Yeah. He's a guy that should be competing for his job, but he's also a guy that if you can't go out there and land certain people and you can't get some of the rookies up to snub, he's a guy that you can keep in this roster that where you know your defense, he's not going to be a complete weakness. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hard to go out there because we got a lot of free agents, right? It's going to be hard to go out there. You know, us as fans, we want to see that the Raiders go out there and just completely wipe everything clean like we're running a Madden franchise. But that's not what you're doing. You got to keep some of these guys.
Well,
you know,
let me ask you this, because salute to our guy that just sent the super, salute to my guy Alex. I feel like Tyree could eat in this scheme. Where do you have him fitting? You know, because again, he's played in some different systems. You know what I mean? Like, do you look at him as a potential 3-4 outside linebacker? Or do you look at him as a defensive tackle in this situation? Where do you look at? In the grand scheme of things, where does he fit in this? Because this could be a potential good situation for Tyree. You know, because again, it has not worked up to this point. I thought we all kind of agreed that he thrived more at the defensive tackle position, kind of rotating in and out on the edge. Where do you see he fits in this role?
It'd be rough for him, man, because I don't see Tyree Wilson being the kind of guy that can survive being an outside
linebacker. Me neither.
He's just not that guy, man. And it's going to be rough, man. Like, you know, people think that he found his niche as like a 3-4 defensive end, right? And he probably can be that, because a lot of times with your guys that, you know, that might play with their hand on the ground, if you run up with that 3-man defensive line, you kind of got to have that versatility. So I think that, you know, Tyree Wilson really can, just based off his body type, right? He should really be successful in that role. But the problem is that his quick twitch is not that of a guy who could just generate pressure the way Max can. You know, like Max is one of them guys where he's always bringing the pressure because he gets off the ball so damn fast, where Tyree Wilson really should. Like, to me, when I saw Tyree Wilson, I thought he was going to wind up being our Eric Armstead.
Yeah.
But it never, you know what I mean? Or DeForest Buckner, maybe put on a little weight and being a DeForest Buckner. But it never seemed to come together. Hopefully this year it could come together, right?
So what do you think about Lee Hunter at nose tackle, right? If we bring him into the draft out of Texas Tech, do you think that Tyree and Tonka can play those two defensive end positions?
Yeah, I do. And I also think that, you know, at times, because of the kind of player that Max is, if we keep Max can be an end to as opposed to an outside linebacker, right? And you can kind of move him around, because a lot of times, bro, it all depends, because, you know, when you talk about running a 3-4 base, there's different fronts, right? And there's different ways. You got like the Okie, you got the under, you know, you there's a lot of different techniques that you can run. Like the Okie is the traditional 3-4 one. You know what I mean? But if you're running that Dom Capers kind of style, you can move Max around a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think that the 3-4 really got his legs during the Dom Capers era in the 90s. Like, you know, Dom Caper, and then you had Dick LeBeau and those guys in Pittsburgh running that too with Greg Lloyd and Kevin Green, you know, and Levon Kirkland.
Monsters.
Yeah, you know, like, so look, I think let me compose myself. Like with Tyree Wilson, I don't ever like to paint myself in a corner to say we should get rid of Tyree, because I feel like there's something there every year he shows just a little bit more. And I think that he's one of those guys I'm afraid to get rid of because I feel like he's going to leave and be a star. I just feel like, you have to have somebody to unlock where his skill set sits the best. And I think him being a 3-4 end is really his best role. I think if he can't do this, then he probably shouldn't be in the league.
I don't think he'll be a star. I still think he'll be a rotational guy, but I do believe that this will fit his skill set the most. And I think that he could be a really good rotational defensive end in the 3-4 base defense. Again, I don't think that he would start. I mean, right now, when you look at this roster, he would have to, right? I mean, you're looking at potentially J.J. Pegues, Tonka Hemingway, and Tyree Wilson on that D line. Yeah. And then you have to look at, several linebackers there in free agency in the draft to fill out that defense. Real quick, salute the rule. Need a dominant nose tackle to run 3-4. This is facts. If your nose tackle can't two-gap properly, the defense will get ran all over. Expect a lot of zone coverage as well. Salute to our guy, Rube, one of our football aficionados.
Yeah. Rube speaks the language, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Salute to our brother Rube. Salute to Black Diamond. 3-4 changes our draft and free agency. Interesting. Need linebackers. This is facts. Facts plus tax. And another name, right, that we haven't mentioned. Kenny Mack says Thomas Booker.
T-Book, man. T-Book.
Yep.
That he's the perfect guy. Especially if you're going to use that 3-4 under front. Listen, man, he's one of them guys, man, that can generate pressure off that edge, man.
Yeah. So Rube says, if Tyree was an outside linebacker, which we don't agree with at all to be there, running backs would cook us. Lots of time, the outside linebacker is a blitz pill player who is rushing the passer unless the running back swings out, runs a wheel. Tyree would be burnt toast. I think Rube, we can all agree in a 3-4, he needs to settle in at the defensive end position.
Yeah, he'd be like your 5 tech.
Yes.
He'd be a 5 tech, or, he could be a possible 2-gapper. He can play kind of a lot of what, like I always say, he can be a lot of what Justin Tuck was playing in that defense.
Yeah. And I like what Canelo said too. Adam Butler had 8 sacks as a nose tackle. So that's another guy that we still have under contract that could potentially fit that role as well. We keep forgetting that Adam Butler is under contract.
They got him right too.
Yeah, man. Right. And rightfully so. He earned that contract. He took a hometown discount, came in, earned a new deal. Again, a veteran guy that can come in and give us some looks there as well. Salute to R, Raider for life, 70. Speed and versatility are key in 3-4 for play. This is facts. And there's a ton of them. This is what I love about this class at linebacker. Wait, you got guys that most of these linebackers can play on the ball and off the ball. You know what I mean? Like you got guys that can cover, that can play the run at a high clip and get after the quarterback, i.e. Jacob Rodriguez. Yeah. So I'm excited about this. Would be the perfect time to shift to a 3-4 if you're going to do it.
Because the talent is right there in the draft and in free agency, man. You're absolutely
as well. Another guy chasing that we talked about on the phone. Bring him home. Bring him home.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you might not even
come on down.
You might not even have to. I mean, you got guys like Anthony Hill Jr. that'll be available.
Texas monster.
Yeah, that's a perfect guy to put as a linebacker.
Allen as well out of Georgia.
Yeah, CJ Allen, monster.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you start talking about a middle linebacker that can come downhill. Don't sleep on my boy Josiah Trotter, man.
Yep, Missouri.
Yeah, man, Josiah. He could play. He plays very similar to his father.
Talk that talk, brother.
Yeah, man. You imagine we get a kid playing like Jeremiah Trotter? Oh my God.
Nasty work. Salute to DeMarcus Graff looking at Tyree like, nah, son. Look, at this point, I'm just going off of what we have seen. Has he shown some flashes, DeMarcus? He has. And of course, right, Wasted is definitely speaking out of Raider PTSD. You see a player that leaves and then they become chase on. Right?
No, that's not what it is, Graf. I just believe that when you draft a player, right, you draft him based off of what you were playing, what your plans were for him. And I think that Josh McDaniels and that group had a plan for Tyree Wilson. And I think once they left, he's been kind of like in the mix. If you're not already established as a player in this league, like Max Crosby was already him. So no matter who comes here, they're going to scheme and they're going to do things that accentuates Max Crosby's skill set because he's the star of the team. But when you're a young guy, you trying to find your way, and then you're broad and they want you to do certain things, and then someone totally different comes in and you get caught up in that construct. I think that has a lot. I think that Tyree Wilson really hasn't had a clear chance to really catch his footing in his league. I mean, he came in with an injury really late in his senior year in college. And then he came in here and then things changed really rapidly. And I just believe that he's a guy that if he gets put in the right situation and somebody commits to trying to develop him, like I think they're going to do with him, I think you're going to get a heck of a player.
Hey, real quick, I know he's saying, and salute to my guy, this is no knock to my boy Kev. He says Butler's not a 3-4 nose tackle. He was at Vanderbilt. You know, he played both on the end and at nose tackle coming out of college. So, again, I don't know if they're going to settle with Adam Butler there at the nose tackle position. But, again, he has played some 3-4 nose before. So, he has played on the end and he's played at nose. So, again, I know what you're saying, Kev. Like, you at the NFL level, you're looking at him as no. He's not. That's not where he's going to settle at. But he has played the nose spot in a 3-4 defense at Vanderbilt in the past. So, but I hear you. And I don't know if he would make it in the 3-4 at the NFL level. He'd probably get bullied right there at the nose tackle position. But again, I'm just saying he has played it before. He has played the nose tackle position. Again, a little light in the ass right there, wasted, right?
Yeah. Nah, look, you need a true thick frame, bro.
Thick frame, baby.
You need a thick frame, bro. You need a zero tech.
Mm-hmm.
You need a big ham hockey.
We need a sexy Dexy, baby.
Bro, listen, bro. You need a big, double fisting of sandwiches. Kind of. You need a corned beef and Reuben and potatoes eating mug. That's what you need. You need Finch from Wildcats.
Yes.
This is what you need, bro.
And Butler's only
I got Travis Jones. Remember, I got Travis Jones
out of Connecticut.
Yes. Yeah. This is what you need, bro. You don't need nobody playing around. A fat man in denial like Adam Butler.
Yeah, and Adam Butler's only 301. He's only 301.
He's a fat man in denial, man. Sometimes sometimes he tries to get sexy with it and open his shirt on vacation. You know what I'm saying? We need a joker that get in the pool with his shirt on, bro.
No, facts. But we're just speaking about historically, he has played at nose before, but again, it was at the collegiate level, and that was many moons ago. But you never know. That shit, they may say, hey, Butler, this offseason, hey, you're on the wasted talent program. Ham hockey, motherfucking that.
Yeah. But bro, the problem is though, he'll lose his explosiveness.
Yes, he will.
If you're not comfortable playing at a certain weight, like these guys play at the weight they're comfortable at. Adam Butler gaining 20 or 30 pounds is gonna make him sloppy and slow.
Hey, fuck it. All we need you to do is plug up the middle. Pause.
Ah, man. Listen, bro. Listen, me being an aficionado at plugging up middles. Listen, man. I have a talent in plugging up middles, right? This is the thing, right?
Hey, Vita Vea, they're saying he may be a casualty.
Man, it ain't no way. Vita Vea is not listening.
I know Spytech will be knocking on doorsteps like, boom, boom, boom. Where are you at, bro?
Yeah, man. That's his guy. They are not letting that man out of there, bro.
Yeah. So this is what we were talking about the most offline was Tonka. We're like, Tonka is going to eat in this system. Yeah. Tonka can't take on a double, but the defensive line will get lots of one-on-one blocks lining up anywhere from 3, 4, even a 5. Tonka was one of the most efficient defensive tackles in one-on-one scenarios. Talk, Rube.
Was, man.
Yes, he was.
Yes. Tonka cooked last year, bro. A lot of people sleeping on my guy Tonka, man.
But I'm telling you now, you put him at one of those edge spots on this 3-4. He might end up still in one of them starting spots. Honestly, I think he will.
Yeah, bro, and that's the best case scenario. Like these jokers, man. Jokers want the Raiders to fix all their problems in 1 year, right? But the thing is that the fact that they had a draft class last year, a lot of holes that we think are not filled are already filled because Spytech know what he did. He had a plan, bro. Yep. This is what happens when you have continuity and consistency in your front office. Yep. He has a plan. He know who he got in the building. Yeah. He know what he got in the building. So the cool thing, bro, like you're going to see based off of how active they are in the draft with some of these positions, how they feel about some of these guys.
Definitely. J-Ro, we got to see Laki Tasi actually make this roster first. But again, I want to see him at the fullback position. That's where I want to see Laki Tasi, man. I don't think in one off season he can go work on his hand placement and his footwork and steal one of those guard spots. I know how nasty former rugby guy. I don't see him as a defensive lineman either. I think that this can be a guy that can come in and potentially give you some reps at the fullback position. Honestly, bro, I think that he would be perfect right there. Him and JJ.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. Listen, if rugby doesn't teach you anything, it teaches you center of gravity.
Yes.
Center of gravity, bro. So look, if they're gonna use any fullbacks, go on ahead and bring the boy in, man. Let's see what he can do. This is a guy can get upfield. I just think that with Laki Tasi, bro, man, if you can teach him a pass rush move that he can commit to memory.
Yeah.
So my God, that level of explosiveness, bro.
He could be one of the nastiest O linemen in football. If they develop him the right way, bro, he could be a guy for the next 10 plus years.
But he could be a guy on the defensive side of the ball, bro.
No,
like being a 3-4 defensive end, that's your dream archetype right there.
Yeah, no fact.
That dude is, was he 6'5", 350?
Big fucking dude, bro.
Yeah, man, and quickness and quick twitch is not a problem with him.
Yeah. Raider Reaper, the thing is, we're not built for that now, but we're going to build that defense. That's the thing. Like, again, remember, most of these guys are free agents. That whole second level of the defense is going to look brand new. Like, I know that he said that he spoke to Stokes and that he may return as well, but this is going to be a new defense.
Yeah.
And some of these guys, again, you can say that we're not built for a 3-4 defense. Tonka would thrive. We just talked about Tyree Wilson. JJ Pegues, you just drafted him last year. Like, there's a ton of guys. Maybe Pete Carroll knew something was on the horizon here. I mean, Max was dropping into coverage last year. You know, maybe he knew. Maybe he knew.
The only thing Pete Carroll saw was on the horizon was a pack of Juji fruit gum and a big red pink slip.
But I would love Jacob Rodriguez, bro. I would love to have him in the building. Again, he would be that guy that can play the run, get to the quarterback, and also cover his ass off. I would love it. Raider for life. We talked about these two guys as well. Dante Corleone out of Cincinnati is a name that I'm definitely keeping an eye on in the mid rounds. Or Caden McDonald, run stuffers. I like this one as well. Raider for life. Daryl Jackson Jr., the kid out of Florida State, another guy. I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
I'm hyped too. But you know who a wasted.
Go ahead, Florida.
Yeah, Caleb Banks, baby. That is a wasted guy right there. I'm trying to tell y'all, if we get Caleb Banks, we can pack this shit up. We can pack it up.
Well, can he stay healthy?
Caleb Banks in the middle at that nose.
Can he stay healthy?
Listen, man, I know he can play, right? And this is the
same thing I
said about. Look, this is the same thing I said about James Pierce. If he can stay out of jail, he can play.
Look. 2025 suffered an initial foot injury during fall camp. Missed the first 2 games. September 13, 2025, after returning to play, Banks re-injured or broke his foot in the game against LSU, requiring surgery. Sidelined for 7 games following the surgery, with initial reports indicating it was a longer-term injury. 2025 returned despite being considered for a season-ending scenario. Banks returned to the field to play the final stretch of his senior season. 6'6", 330. Holy shit, but he has an extensive injury history.
Man, you bring the big fella in. There's a wasted guy right there. You get the F up out of here.
A wasted pick.
Listen, man, listen, bro. Look at you. See, this is the funny thing, bro. When you have a player that you like that has injury concerns, he can absolutely cook. But then when it's my guy, then it's
well, there's another guy that we can agree on, right? Which is another dude that was mentioned in the chat that me and you talked about on the phone, and we can both. This is a Shieldmore guy, Dominic Orange. You know, Mr. Citrus himself, 325, 6'4" out of Iowa State. Darian Porter, the connection, right? Like, this could be a guy that you could potentially be the plug on that defensive line.
Yes, sir, man. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Listen, he could listen, bro. That's one of them guys that if you draft, people are gonna look back and say, man, how the hell did they get this guy in the 4th round?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. To me, him and Caleb Banks are the pick of the litter.
Yeah.
In this draft.
They both play the run at a high clip. They don't get after the quarterback, which we don't need. These guys play the run at a very high level.
We need that zero tech, man. We need that run stuffer. We need that guy that clears the way for our linebackers to get downfield and make tackles. This is what we need. And we need guys that can set the edge and really tackle. Like, a lot of people are saying, Max will have to be an outside linebacker. He will because of his size. But the thing with Max is scrappy. You can take Max and put him as a 3-4 end sometimes for a couple of plays, and he can eat, because the one thing Max Crosby does better than any of the marquee guys that rush the passer is what, Graf? Tackle.
Yes.
He's a damn good tackler.
Yes. He's been our best tackler for many moons. And remember, it was 1A, 1B for a long time with him and Nate Hobbs. You know, I love, yes, you're definitely right. And Omar says, I disagree with the 3-4. The best defenses always are up front. Or I don't know. Omar always be butchering this shit. We need a monster at defensive tackle. I'm hoping for, just your guy that you mentioned, Caleb Banks. I like Spy Tech talking about D. Pause.
Whoa. Man, there's a foul on the effing court right now, yo.
No. But to have a pause-worthy moment after misspelling every fucking thing, and it's just
that takes talent, bro.
Yeah, Omar, you gotta get your shit together, bro.
Omar, listen, bro. That is talent personified, man. Salute to you, bro.
Nasty work. Salute to Daniel.
Misspelled pause.
Misspelled pause. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Salute to Daniel. Give me one defensive lineman, one linebacker, and one DB for the new scheme, gentlemen. Now, do you mean in the draft, Daniel, or do you mean in free agency? Because again, I have no issue bringing back Andrew Billings. He'd be cheap, wouldn't cost you a ton of money. I was pissed off when he left.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, bro, that's a big ham sandwich eating motherfucker right there, boy.
Yeah, and Andy, I love that as well. We talked about Xavier Harris a ton. The massive frame guard out of Ole Miss. We've talked about him in the later rounds as well. Salute to our brother Andy in the building. Kubiak is also bringing in a fullback this year. Max Bretson out of Michigan, an absolute stud. Okay, do you think that he?
Get my guy to Navy.
Oh yeah.
My guy to Navy, man.
But do you need to go get one? I mean, bro, you have two guys that have done it before. Well, let me say this: Laki Tassi has not done it before, but Pegues has. In goal line situations at Ole Miss, he was definitely a guy that helped.
Yeah, but bro, we talking about him being a guy that can lead the way. We looking to have somebody going. We looking for the next Lorenzo Neal. Yeah. That's what we looking for, bro. We looking for a fullback by trade.
Yeah.
I am not in favor of making a plumber a baker or a baker a plumber. Go out there and go get me a real fullback. Somebody that's going to lay the wood. That's what we need.
Cooking up shit. So to Joe, I'm becoming a member. Don't know what channel. Oh, we came up on both channels, man. We appreciate you, Joe.
Salute to my guy, Joe Estrada, man.
Welcome to Get Off My Lawn Gang and Green Dot Gang, my brother. We appreciate you.
Man,
so Spivey gifting 5 Raider Nation Unlimited Wasted Talent memberships. Our brother, man. You already know the Kevin Nash of Mount Shillmore, our guy. We appreciate you, brother. Salute to all the new members here in the building because of our guy, Spivey. We talked about Caden McDonald as well. Have no issue. The thing is, just expect them to go get. I expect them to go get a nose in free agency and one in the draft. Like, double up again. And where does JJ Pegues fit in the grand scheme of things here? I think that he's going to see a ton of burn this upcoming season.
I think he fits at that nose tackle. If you're saying that he's 330, listen, Pegues, let yourself go, my man. Go to the all-you-can-eat buffet in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yo, shrimp it up. Go get some gout. Get a little cherry juice. Go get King's disease. Hey, man, go to the Golden Steer. Get the best steak in Vegas. Go get that big $200 and $300 tomahawk that we were supposed to get when we were out there.
And I like Caden McDonald a lot. Again, 6'3", 326. Also had 3 sacks last year. So he got a chance to get out to the quarterback a little bit. It kind of helps when you have some Curry and those guys on that roster, right? They have a phenomenal defense, a pro-ready defense out there in Ohio State. But Caden McDonald's a name to keep an eye on there at 36 potentially if you want to go get another defensive lineman, which I have no issue with at all, man. So salute to everybody here in the building. Salute to our guy, Shai. I think is Shai in the building? Shalib's in the building. Salute to my guy,
Shalib.
Yes, man. And salute to the 1,000 people here in the building, you guys. Get those likes up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Pay your bar tabs. Wipe your feet, all that good stuff, and hit that subscribe button. For those who are just pulling up right now, some breaking news today. It looks as though we're going to have a new base defense. We're going to start running this 3-4 with Rob Leonard in the fold. So it looks like Kubiak talked about that today at the Combine. I'll be out there tomorrow again, you guys. So I'm going to try and get as much information on what's going on with this team. But that's some big news surrounding Raider Nation today. It looks as though we're going to have a base defense of a 3-4, which we have not ran in several years. So again, the last time we had one of the most dominant defenses in football, we ran a 3-4 defense with Warren Sapp as that big nose tackle right there in the middle of the defensive line.
But we had the guys, though. We had the guys.
Yeah,
guys like Derek Burgess and all these guys. You had the guys. If you don't have the guys, you don't want to run it. So it's like you gotta hope, you gotta pray that you got the guys. And look, they know what they're looking at. I knew we were going this direction. So when you start asking, how's Robbie Leonard going to be? Is he going to be more Flores, or is he going to be more Mike McDonald? I think he'll be more Mike McDonald.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you? Again, I think Kubiak was like, look, what are we doing here? I'm coming off of a Super Bowl win with Mike McDonald's defense. Is this the route we're going? Because what did Spytek say at his presser? He said, I just told him at least interview him. You know what I mean? Interview.
Well, see, this is the thing. We knew that.
Yeah.
When you saw, look, they clean house and they were like, not him.
Yes.
So that means that, they want to keep their bird right so they can not negotiate against themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They can bring them in, interview them, and just promote from within. Yeah. And I think that to me, bro, was the best metric. I love how Spytek has this approach to everything he does, because he doesn't paint himself in a corner like I've seen a lot of people that have come. Like, guys, we've seen this organization be reset a million times. And there are some guys that come in like John Gruden who painted himself in a corner right off the bat. Spytek never paints himself in the corner. Even the way he answers questions, never paints himself in a corner. And to me, having that kind of mindset is the thing that really should give you hope that they're going to get this thing right. Yeah.
A few names to keep an eye on, you guys, today, with this news breaking in free agency. We talked about Andrew Billings, former Raider, 6'1", 340, run stuffer. I would have no issue bringing in the veteran to come help develop some of these guys on the defensive side of the ball, i.e. JJ Pegues. Is it Kyrus Tong, I believe, the New England Patriot, nose tackle, 335. I mean, he is a guy that definitely is a plug in the middle of that defensive line. DJ Reader, another veteran that's available out there. They're saying that somewhere in that $6 million per range. DJ Reader's been, a good player in the NFL his entire career. Laquelle London, I believe, more of a rotational interior guy out of Atlanta. So, there's some guys out there that we could potentially take a look at. Expect us to add one in free agency on the cheap and then go get one in the draft as well. So let me see. Let me get this out the way. Boom. Let's also, I'm going to read a few things that Ryan, salute to our guy. I'm going to hit him up when I get out there tomorrow. Our guy over at ESPN. I wish Wasted would have been able to make the interview. He had some other things going on with the family. Kubiak, this is what he had to say also. Catching up on Fernando Mendoza's film lately. I'm excited to keep learning about him. He's won a national championship, and you want a winner. We're still in the process of going through his whole season, and we'll learn more about him this week. So also he went on to say, talking about the defense and what it will evolve into. He said the starting point to me would be a base 3-4 defense. So that's the vision moving forward. Like, I think everybody's on the same page in regards to how this defense is going to be ran.
Yeah. And Stokes is a good tackler at corner. He's a surprise. And you want a good tackler when you're running a 3-4. You need a good tackler, right? Yeah. You want guys that can tackle all through that secondary, man. That's the reason why, man. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped because there are a lot of guys that are available that are under the radar guys in free agency that will fit a 3-4 scheme perfectly. Also, Kubiak did say that we're going to be looking for a fullback here and a running back in the offseason. So expect potentially a veteran to come in and be that number 2 punch with Genty. I know we'll go get another one in the draft, probably late. But also interesting, they're going to add a fullback, which is great. Kid Kubiak. Hey, man, I love it. He also went on to say that with JPJ, he didn't want to commit to where he was going to play. He just said the fact that he can play multiple spots is really exciting to me. I like JPJ's playing style. So not committed to where he's going to go just yet, you guys. The center position, the guard spot. Back-to-back regimes had him at the guard spot. I'm going to be real here. Me and you kind of had a difference of opinion on the phone. We talked about it for like an hour. I have him at the guard spot this upcoming season. I know Wasted thinks that he may land at the center position. We shall see, to be determined. And this is the thing, right? Like, this is the thing. If he has the brain to be a center, right, and he can adjust his mentality. Now, Lincoln Kennedy agrees with you. A lot of people agree with you because of how aggressive his play style is. Like, you being a center, you're not supposed to just fire off the football like that. Yeah. But to me, right, if I have a center, right, I want my center to be like Creed Humphrey. I want my center. Who wouldn't want to have the best center in football? But Grab, I'm talking about just great centers that we've seen. I want that center like listen, like Barry Robbins when he was before he went crazy, right? He was a big dude who can handle a defensive tackle on his own. Yeah. That's worth his weight in gold, bro. That's worth his weight in gold, man. Like, and look, Huddy was a smaller guy, but Huddy was stout. Huddy was stout and he was smart. The thing with JPJ is I think a lot of people are just washing away the fact that he was coached so haphazardly and bad. And to be real with you, and listen, guys, I know this is a family show, so if the kids are listening, cover your ears. But yo, Brendan Carroll treated JPJ like he was banging his wife or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy the way he went after him.
Yeah. Yep. I told you what was said with us lining up the interview.
Yeah.
You know, like there was a lot of stuff that happened where they just took a seat back. Like, you know what, man, we're going to kind of try and stay away from the media as much as possible. Last year, man, JPJ got a lot of backlash for some shit that he had nothing to do with, which is crazy. It's actually kind of crazy. But one interesting name out there, Patrick Ricard, fullback. He's available, free agent, 31 years old. He is a 6-time Pro Bowler coming over from Baltimore. I mean, hey, I would do this, play some defensive tackle before his rookie and sophomore season.
Yeah.
This would be a guy, man, that year in and year out, it's like he's a Pro Bowler in the AFC, like year in and year out. Yeah. This would be a name to keep an eye on. 6'3", 300 pounds. I would definitely bring him in to be that guy.
100%. I mean, it's the thing, right? Like you got the center, you got the fullback thing. For me, I would hope that I would draft the next Patrick Ricard, right? Like that kid Heidenreich. Hopefully I can get that guy, undrafted UDFA, something like that. The thing with center, if you do play JPJ at guard, I am definitely receptive to that because that's a starter and that's done. Yeah. And there's like 5 guys in this draft that really are going to be good centers at the next level.
Yeah.
Like this draft is very deep. I think center is the 3rd deepest position. Like I haven't seen Slaughter and all of them guys, Brailsford, all them guys. You got a lot of guys that can play, man. Mm-hmm. So you could probably wind up in a situation where you be good. And a lot of these guys are at that 6'4" size.
Stop playing wasted. We already have our center on this roster. His name is Alex Kappa, baby. Alex Kappa, baby.
Alex
Kappa. High stakes Kappa, baby.
Alex needs to be flushed down the crapper. Get that F up out of here.
Yes, Pixel Face Killer mentions Linderbaum in 3-2. Yes, you don't think for once that the Raiders are not going to at least poke around there and see if he's available. It looks like Baltimore has a deal on the table for him, but he'd be stupid not to go out there and see what's available. The Chargers will pay him an arm and a leg. The Raiders will pay him an arm and a leg. Cleveland may have some interest. The Giants may have some interest. Look, bro, I'd pay Linderbaum 20 plus. He's one of the best centers in football. I understand the pass pro, talk, but again, we're going to run the football a lot. And I think that with Genty in the building, and he's one of the best centers in the run game. Like, go get him.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Tyler Linderbaum playing next to Jackson Powers Johnson is nothing but right. Beautiful. JPJ's the big goon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So JPJ's going to get out there and he's going to take a lot of that smoke that Tyler Linderbaum can't handle.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, right? Like, I am just a little gun shy when it comes to this, right? Because we've had for the last few years a lot of really undersized centers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Andre James, these guys, look, going back to Samson Satelli.
I was really trolling about Alex Kappa, you guys. Just please don't.
No, listen, Graf, man. Let's be for real here, man. Brando, the Jersey guy, he sent you an Alex Kappa original, bro. We know this already. We know you got the Alex Kappa in the dungeon. We know you rocking it to the draft. We get it. We know, I heart Alex Kappa is his burner account on Twitter.
There you
go.
We
get it.
The Casanova, our guy, old man in the building. Yes, we've talked about Logan Jones a ton. And again, he fits what we're doing. Klint Kubiak's scheme. Omar Young is our running backs coach, his former running backs coach at Iowa. It makes a ton of sense to potentially draft him and bring him in. It makes a ton of sense.
Salute to Walt. We've been waiting on the mock draft master. You guys got to understand Walt's villain story. The reason why Walt has been a villain in the chat for the last few years is because Walt came up in an era of him and Mel Kiper Jr. And Mel Kiper Jr. became the VHS tape, and Walt was the Betamax.
He came up in a horse carriage era, bro. Let's
but they both did. I mean, listen, Listen,
every time he walked outside, all you heard was wow, 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 wow.
Listen, man, Mel Kiper Jr. has a pompadour.
Mel Piper Jr. is crazy.
Yo, that's my new porn. That's my new porn name.
Porn name, bro. Oh,
that's my new porn name.
Mel Piper Jr. Bro.
Biff Malibu is over. Zeus Montgomery is over. Mel Piper Jr. Mel Piper Jr. is my new porn name.
Yo.
Salute.
Yo, hey, bitch, come be my draft pick. Mel Piper Jr.
We're gonna do a cock draft. Big Zoom.
Yo, come do this mock stimulator.
Oh yes. Let's get back on track. This is a family show.
It is a family show. It's too early for the shenanigans.
What's wrong with you?
Pigs, man. So it's my guy, and we're gonna talk about him. Glaze will be on the show here soon. We already talked to him offline. He will be on the show. Definitely want to speak to him about potentially moving back to the guard spot, which I think he would be great in this system at the guard position. We both talked about it offline. Yeah. We think that he'd be great at right guard. I think him and Caleb battling it out for that spot would be great. And if Jackson's back at center, then you put Caleb back on the left side. No issues with that. No issues. Let me see. Stevens, Dunker, which is another guy we talk about a ton. All Hawks. Pause. Let me see.
Hold on.
Rick is
you gotta rewind that. You gotta chill, yo.
Rick is nasty.
Let's reset this show with some positivity. What's going on here?
Get some questions in, you guys. You know what's funny, Michael? I said to go get an edge rusher, right? Now that I know we're going to a 3-4, I would not be upset to go get your nose right there at 36. Go get the defense tackle there that you know can fit that role right there in the nose, in the middle of your defensive line. At 36, I'm doing it. We did meet up with Lee Hunter today out of Texas Tech. He is starting to garner a lot of talk, coming out of the Senior Bowl. He looked really good out there. Yeah. This would be a name that I would definitely take there at 36, Wasted.
Yeah, but it'd probably be better if you take Caleb Banks.
Here we go, man.
Caleb Banks! Rhythm spoons!
I have no issue. I have no issue with that, though. Again, I just want him to stay healthy.
Rhythm spoons!
You're that big. What do we say all the time? Pause. When you're that big and you have foot injury, we've said it about Tyree.
Big man with a foot injury. I get it. Rhythm spoons. Caleb Banks.
Yo, salute. I also, GM Wallace does believe Oregon guard Emmanuel Pregna. Maybe.
Yeah, look, man. Him and Ione are my two guys at guard. I would love that. But the thing is this, right? You invested heavily in the guard position, right? You got a JPJ,
young guy
center. You have a log jam there, right? So a log jam is insane. It's insane. Let me reset the feng shui.
Piper Jr. in his filthy mouth.
Oh my God! There's no Piper again to go.
Bro, somebody look, bro. A fake Twitter account is coming, bro. Mel Piper Jr., bro.
I know. Yeah, come on, bro. It's probably gonna be Bodega's weird ass. He's definitely gonna do it, yo. It's gonna be Bodega 100%.
Now, salute to Rick real quick. Hey, Graf, opening week, will you be wearing your Crappa home or away jersey? Look, he won't even be a Raider come week 1. He's going to be gone pretty soon. We'll save a few $1 million. We'll depart ways with him, and goodbye and good luck to your future. Salute to Filthy, man. Desmond Watson at nose tackle right now.
Man, not the big piss.
Bro, that man, 819 pounds. And he just walks around the football field in practice. Just walks.
Yeah, man, that's Big Daddy V. That's the big piss.
Yeah,
viscera. I don't know.
The Vicinator.
Yo, bro, that joker look. Yo, he walked like a chick on Section 8. That boy walk around. He walk out the field like a stinking hoe. I don't know what is wrong with that.
Bro, those big mama house dresses.
Moo and shit, bro. He walk around like it's a bunch of government cheese in the fridge.
Yes,
that man walk around like they got kabooms of cereal in the bag.
I had an auntie built just like him that went around with a moo, bro.
Yeah, that joker walk like he make chicken backs. Like, bro.
Our auntie built just like that would send us to the store back in the day to buy her Pall Mall cigarettes. Remember back in the day?
Oh, malls. Yo, salute the.
Yeah, they would send us to the store and they would let us buy them for our auntie.
Yeah. Back in the day, they would let you. Yeah, I used to buy my father's. My dad smoked. You know what I'm saying? So my dad used to smoke Moors.
Oh my God, the Moors, bro.
The brown cigarettes and shit, man. Bro. Nasty salute. Yo, he walked like he smoked cools.
Yo, salute to D Cooks. Look up 2023 through 2025 stats. Russell Wilson versus Kirk. Kirk got 10 more picks, less rushing yards, etc. Can y'all explain why I do not want nothing to do with Russell Wilson? Bro, look, Cooks, bro. You have to understand, one of them was also coming off a disgusting injury, a nasty injury. You're not mentioning that, Kirk Cousins. And again, Kirk was never a guy that was running the football. That's not his game. He's a pocket passer.
F are you talking about, bro?
What are we doing here?
Yo, listen.
Cooks, we don't want Russell Wilson, man. We would love CC in Vegas. We don't want Russell Wilson in the building, bro. We're good. We're good.
Look. The thing is, right? You want to go and you want to have a guy that played and understands the offense and can come and help kind of close the circle for your young quarterback, a guy that's willing to be that kind of guy that can help him out. A lot of good Russ did for Jackson Dart. He didn't do so great. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you, man. When you talk about that 2021 season for Kirk Cousins, he was super efficient, man. I think he had like 4,200 yards, like 35 touchdowns. You know, I think 6 picks. I got to look it up, but
bro, it's Fernando Mendoza's season, bro. It doesn't even matter. We're not talking about Russell Wilson. We're not running any of these guys.
Look, the thing for me is this: you want to have an able-bodied, capable quarterback to have on the roster to one, help teach him. That's in the meeting room. Yeah, everybody talks about Brady, but Brady's not going to be there every day, right? He's not in the meeting room. He's not a part of the team. You need somebody that can take some snaps just in case. And to be real with you, the way that I want to bring Fernando Mendoza along is if you got a guy like Kirk Cousins, I would love to see Cousins start the first 5 or 6 games.
I don't.
I would love that. I'm not impatient, bro. Like when you look at guys like Patrick Mahomes, the best thing that ever happened to him was him going out there and sitting. Yeah, that was the best thing that ever happened for him. When I start thinking about some of the guys in this league that are successful, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Now look at all the young quarterbacks in the league, right now. They all pretty much were thrown into the fire, and look what they're doing now.
We'll see. The thing is, though, are they going to win though? Because when I think of that, I'm looking for the long term. Some of these guys are guys that are Johnny come lately quarterbacks because they're scheming ways to get them out there and scheming ways for them to kind of dumb the game down for them, right? And I don't want that kind of quarterback. Bro. I want a quarterback that's going to continue to play well, like with Jaden Daniels and C.J. Stroud and all of these guys. These are guys that had a dramatic drop-off their second year. Now, Jaden Daniels was because of injury, but what I don't want is I don't want a guy that comes in and cooks rookie year, and then we're still chasing that high of his rookie year.
I would rather keep Geno in the building than Case Keenum, bro. I swear.
Yo, Case Keenum, bro.
Kubiak talked about Geno today as well. He said, we're trying to see every possible avenue we can go next year at the quarterback position. He's definitely one of those options. He said he also spoke to Geno briefly since he's been hired by the Raiders. So again, I think we're all in agreement. He'll be cut right when the league opens up. He'll free us up $8 million and we'll eat the rest of that $18 million per. But again, Kubiak did sign up to be the OC in Seattle while Geno Smith was the quarterback up there in Seattle before they, pivoted and went brought Sam Darnold in. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Geno, but I do believe that he's going to be cut pretty soon, the next few weeks.
Yeah, Geno doesn't want to be here either, bro.
No.
When you flip the fans off, Geno wants to go live over Pete Carroll's garage.
Yeah. This is facts. Salute to Filthy. We're going to end up with Geno, aren't we? No, Filthy, we won't. Again, I would rather have him over Case Keenum. But the thing is this, if you're bringing in Keenum, I think he's probably just coming in and kind of holding a clipboard and helping Mendoza, get up to par for week 1. But no, I don't see in anywhere we hold on to Geno. I think that ship has sailed. I know personally, and as well, Wasted, there's people behind the scenes that can't wait for this guy to get the fuck up out of there. So, and I think that he's in agreement. I think Geno is just ready to go.
Geno's in agreement, but there are people in the building that we know for a fact want Geno to a stone cold lead pipe fact. Like people act like we just got on a crusade against Geno Smith.
No,
that wasn't what it was. Like, because bro, at the end of the day, we want whoever the Raiders bring in here to work. Like, we want it to work. We wanted to support Geno. We highlighted every good reason to bring him in last year. It's just, he's not built for the job at hand here. No. Like, he's a guy that he can go to a place like Minnesota, right, where there's not a whole lot of pressure on him, and
go win 8, 9 games, 10 games possible.
Yeah, because of the kind of rock he can't come to a roster like this. He needs a lot of talent around him just for him to be basic.
Yeah, facts. Salute to Filthy. Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, coming up on that hour mark, man. Just wanted to pull up and talk some talk with you guys, talk some shot, man. Salute to everybody here in the building, as always. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, man. Make sure you pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button on both channels. We have over 1,100 people here strong. We appreciate you guys so much for pulling up on the midday matinee graph and wasted and graph show.
Oh my God.
We're going to be live all week long, you guys. I will be live tomorrow from Indiana at some point with Stu. We'll be covering the combine and all that good stuff Thursday to Sunday. I know Waste is going to be live and doing this thing. We're also working on some new guests that should be pulling up here very, very soon for our show. So stay tuned for that. We have a lot going on in the off season. We also have another show planned. Wanted to go over some cap casualties, some guys that we could potentially bring in that are going to be moving on from their respective organizations, not because they don't have the talent to stick around, but because they're, the money doesn't line up. The money doesn't match up. And there's a ton of big name guys that may be free here very, very soon because of getting cut and not willing to restructure, not willing to take a pay cut. And this happens year in and year out. And I think that we're going to end up with a few surprising names come week 1 with this roster, man. So
no, that's facts, man. And look, bro, I'm just to the point where, I'm ready for them to get started with this roster. I don't want to pontificate no more. I want to see exactly what's what.
Yeah.
That's what I need to see. I'm going to need to see it, man.
Yep. Agreed. Salute again, man, to everybody here in the building. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Anything on the way out, brother?
Nah, bro. Listen, man. Look, keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive.
Like Jesse Jackson, man. Rest in peace.
Again, you guys, 3-4 defense. That will be the base. And, this is going to be fun now because, again, this has been a fun offseason already, right? The whole Max talk and then Klint Kubiak and, just the Fernando Mendoza stuff. But now, man, we're going to really see what has he been preaching? Roster building. Building. This is going to be fun because now they're going to have to build this roster around this new concept and the new, way they're going to go about things on the defensive side of the football. Look, I'm going to be real. I've been asking for a 3-4 defense for a long time, Wasted.
Yeah.
I've been asking for it. And now it's here. I'm hyped. I'm excited. It's something new. It's something refreshing, something different. And I think that Rob Leonard is going to thrive switching from that 4-3 to 3-4 more full time.
Yeah, and it's an attacking kind of a style of defense too. And that's I want the Raiders to generate pressure, turnovers. I want them to hit the quarterback a lot because the quarterback must go down and he must go down hard.
Yeah, facts. Talk that talk, my brother. And salute to Nick on the way out. The thing is this. I don't think that I think that Geno was the one that asked out. It sounded like Seattle wanted to hold on to him. And then they had to pivot and they went towards Sam Darnold, who I think the rumors and the reports were that Darnold was handpicked Seattle to go up there, and it worked out, right? But again, I don't think they were planning on getting rid of Geno at all. Nick, I could be wrong, you could be right, but everything that I've heard, reports, and I've seen, it looked like Geno wanted to get out of Seattle. And I think it's more of like a situation with the Raiders. I think that, bro, it was the fans, like everybody, we need to move on. It's other people loving Geno. It was like a mixed bag up there, and he was just ready to move on. He's seen a good chance to go reunite with Pete Carroll, and he took it. I don't think for one moment that Seattle was planning on moving on from Geno Smith. I think that they made the perfect pivot, and they went and got the better quarterback, and it worked out for him.
Man, you absolutely right, man. I'm just thinking about just in the draft, bro, like all these linebacker guys like Harold Perkins Jr., bro. He would.
Oh, my God, bro.
He would cook with the Raiders. Dude runs a 4.4, man.
Bro, he can cover. He can get after the quarterback.
Oh, my God, bro.
He just has to stay healthy.
Bro.
That's a grab guy.
Yo, that's not a grab. Get the fuck.
It's been a grab guy.
No, it's not. No.
It's been a grab guy, bro.
This is what you always do. No. No, that has to be a Shieldmore guy. I've been talking about him too, and I just brought him up. You get the F up out of here, bro. You cannot always take all the good prospects and say it's a graph guy. That's bull crap. No way. The only way we're going to settle this is odds and evens, Graph. That's it. Take it back to the basketball court. I got odds. Let's go.
Why you want to put hands on me, bro?
Bro, once, twice, three, shoot. Odds and evens, bro. Let's do it for the nation,
You know what?
bro. I got odds, you got even.
You went from Mel Piper Jr. to Todd McHay.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You Todd McHay, bro.
All right, ready? Let's do it.
All right.
Best out of three.
Best out of three.
Best out of three.
I got odds, you got evens.
All right, so wait. What the fuck? What is that? What is this?
You never do shoot? Like, you know, I used to do that at the basketball.
Odds and evens. What does that mean? We don't do that in the West Coast. Are we just playing rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah. Look, let's just do it. Look.
All right, ready?
All right. Once, twice, three.
Come on, bro. Come on. All right, ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, look at you cheating, bro.
Nah, bro. I know that's the
graph guy.
That's not a grab guy. I'm not cheating, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here,
bro. Bro, you was.
Bro, I gotta clip that.
What?
I gotta clip that, bro.
Come on, Todd.
Nah, get the F out of here. How can we? All right, let's do rock paper scissors. That'll be easier.
Bro, I thought that's what we were doing.
Bro, what do you do? I'm doing. See, I must be a lot older than you, because what we used to do is the 1 and the 2. You know, not the rock and the paper, the scissors.
Yeah. No, we did rock paper. I'm a West Coast dude, man. We don't know what that is.
Yo, rock paper scissors is universal. That ain't just.
I don't know.
You can't try to commandeer rock paper scissors. That F out of here with your crap. Listen, Harold Perkins Jr. is a wasted guy. The F out of it. All right, how about we do a coin flip?
Bro, I'm not trusting you to flip this shit and tell the truth. What are we doing here?
All right. Okay. All right.
Hey, hold on. Okay, so look, Bodega. No, matter of fact, you're gonna cheat. You're a graph guy. So let me see. Okay, let me see. Somebody in the building here. All
right. Thor is the most.
Thor, are you still here?
Thor is here.
Still here. Thor, if you're here, Thor, think of a number between 1 and 10. If Thor is in the building still, he is a Shieldmore guy. He is both our brothers.
Yes.
Thor, if you're still in the building here, think of a number between 1 and 10. And if you're drunk, let me know, because you're going to say 12 or 13 to some shit.
It's like 28.
28. So if Thor is in the building right now, damn, Marquez. If Thor is in the building right now, please let me know.
You know what?
This is not even going to be fun, bro.
Bro, listen. I got something for you. Hold up.
You gonna spin the wheel?
Yeah, we're gonna find a raffle.
Okay, all right, let's do this.
We're gonna find a raffle app.
Harold Perkins. Oh. Okay. All right. Do you have the number, Thor? Do you have the number? Thor, a number between 1 and 10. Tell us you have the number in your head. Let us know. If he does, we're gonna go. And I'll let Wasted do the honors, because Thor is on the West Coast, and I don't want to be biased here. Okay. All right. Does Thor have a number here?
Thor, do you have a number?
He says sober as a gopher. Okay. So if Thor has a number, all I need to see is you have the number. Don't put it in the chat either. All right. Just the waiting game. We're going to see if Thor got it.
Thor, what the F is going on here, Thor?
And Chuck is just throwing up random numbers.
Yeah, block Chuck right now. So send Chuck to the gulag.
Hey, leave with Chuck's work.
Yo, I am about to put Chuck in the gulags.
Yo, Thor's taking away too damn long. All right, bring up the
Thor, you suck.
The spinner.
Let me see. Best online raffle site.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm trying to find something right here. Do I have to pay for this shit?
No, it's free.
Man, get the F out of here. I ain't paying for this crap. Easy raffle.
Wheel spinner. I already got one.
You got one? Good. All right.
So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put this up on the screen. Hold on. Hold on real quick, y'all.
Yes, listen, guys. This is the only diplomatic way to do this. It's the only diplomatic way to do this. This guy picks every wide receiver and every corner in the goddamn draft. And now he's trying to take my linebackers.
Okay. So
it's a bunch of crap.
All right, let me get rid of this other one. Hold on. What the hell is going on with this shit? Okay. All right. You ready?
We're ready.
Let me bring up the screen. So salute the Raider Rick too. He said you had a terrible mock draft yesterday. I love to hear it. I absolutely love to hear it. Keep going with them terrible ass mock drafts.
Man, my mock drafts are goated, and they're actually really good. It's just one of those new things that happens here.
All right, Mel Piper Jr. and Grafstradamus. All right, okay. You ready?
Let's go.
Grafstradamus, baby.
I know. That is a bunch of crap.
Let's go.
No. Get here, yo. That's a bunch of bullshit, bro.
Oh, the shits.
Grab. That is bullshit. That is such bullshit.
Find another linebacker. You
No.
Yes.
No.
Need it here first.
No. Just because of this, I am leaving this show right now, and I am going to do a short on Harold Perkins.
We are out. Grafstradamus strikes again. Harold Perkins.
That's tampering, bro. That's tampering. That's a bunch of bullshit. Get out of here, Grab.
We love you guys, man. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys tomorrow with some new lives and some new stuff to talk about. We appreciate you guys. Wipe their feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button. Harold Perkins Jr. is a graphic guy.
No, that's bullcrap. He had to trick dice. He said, nah, bro, that don't count. We gotta figure this out, bro. Get out of here with that crap.
But hey, I gotta tell you this though. Salute to Mel Piper Jr. That shit is goated, bro.
Listen, man. If there's ever been a porn name, right? Listen, Zeus Montgomery has been retired and Mel Piper Jr. is back.
Let's get it. Salute to everybody. You guys have a blessed day. We are out.
Touchdown!